Hi, everybody, and welcome to the Online Marketing Guys Show. My name is Steve Larvick, and I'm here to take you along as you learn how to make more money in less time while I interview experts in online marketing. The online marketing world has turned advertising upside down. More money was spent on online than broadcast advertising for the first time in history in the last quarter of 2013. This trend will not reverse itself. If you want to build your platform online, if you want to learn how to become a best-selling author in order to become an expert in your field, if you want to learn how to use live casting and video to launch your business, product, or service to the front page of the search results, then follow along as I interview experts in online marketing, review products and software systems, and tried and true marketing systems that have worked since the dark ages before the internet. My name is Steve Larvick. I am the Online Marketing Guy, and I welcome you to the show. Hi, everybody. This is Steve Larvick. Welcome back to the Online Marketing Guy show. Today I'm here with Nikki Faldemolaei. Nikki is a marketing consultant who helps authors, teachers, and organizations expand awareness of their products and practices so they can do good in the world. Nikki has a soft spot for charitable organizations, and through online marketing and promotional tools, brings these talents into the multicasting arena. And what I would like to do, Nikki, is first of all say hello. How are you today?
Great to be here.
Thank you for joining us. Why don't you start by explaining to folks kind of an overview of what you mean by multicasting?
Well, multicasting is sort of the new wave in marketing online. And the best way to sort of capture it in a nutshell is to say if you have a live event or you're doing a workshop or some kind of a training or speaking event, is you capture that live on video. And what you can do from there is basically take all of that content, chop it up, repurpose it, and you'll have probably half a dozen other products you can make out of just that one event. And so that's sort of an efficient way of making yourself.
The way that people find what someone is selling has changed. And basically this is the replacement for the yellow pages and classified ads. Not only that, it's putting yourself out there where they're going to look for you rather than putting yourself where they have to come and find you. That's kind of the idea, right? Okay, well, what I'm going to do is Nikki has an event coming up in San Diego. She's putting together an event. She's also an event coordinator. It'll be at the end of May here, a sexuality consciousness conference. And to kind of give you an idea of what Nikki does, I'm going to just run this video that she's put together, and this is the page, by the way. If you wanted to sign up for the event, you could do so. It's created a link, oracularmarketing.com/sexuality is where you would get to this page that you're looking at right now. And while we wait for that to load, Nikki, why don't you explain a little bit about the conference?
Yeah, this is the 13th annual conference. We've been hosting it primarily in Sedona, Arizona, but this is the first time we've brought it to California, and there's a lot of excitement built around it. But basically, sexuality and consciousness is something that's grown, much like 20 years ago yoga was, where it was kind of a strange and different sort of way of becoming embodied with your mind, body, spirit. So now sexuality has taken their turn. So that's kind of the next one.
So let's see if we can get this thing to play here.
I'm Faldemolaei. For years, I struggled to shed my workaholic lifestyle. I booked 60 to 80-hour work weeks and never had fun time for my family. Then I discovered the secrets of the temple arts and met some amazing teachers and practitioners that taught me to use breath, movement, and sound to generate more life force energy and experience a deeper sense of joy. It showed me how to let go of the rat race and breathe again. Now I coordinate gatherings to bring dozens of these teachers and practitioners together for the sole purpose of sharing these temple arts. Our presenters touch on spirituality, sexuality, shamanism, and some are ancient rituals and practices, while others are a hybrid of a new age spark, if you would. I've been witness to thousands of transformations and invite you to learn exactly how I did this and how you can do the same. Simply enter your best email address on this page and click the button labeled Join Us, and you'll get free instant access to a playlist of our Pioneers of Love featuring 10 favorite discoveries in sexuality and consciousness. As one pioneer of Love shares, this is one event that has made the single greatest impact on my profession than anything else through the years. I sincerely hope you join me in my San Diego family. It's my birthday weekend. Sincerely, Kamala Devi.
Okay, so get the idea. So this page that we're looking at right here, and let me switch now, is for building a list. Would you explain lead capture and the auto response idea for us?
Yeah, basically when you're in a group of people or you're at a networking event or you're trying to expand the awareness of your products, the single most important item is to capture those names and those people who have expressed interest in your product. So online marketing is one of the perfect tools, because what you can do is you can gather the business cards, or you can gather a text input, or you can have people sign up online and capture all of this information. It goes into a database, and then what you can do is sign up for an auto response system, which means just repeating emails from a single entry. And it allows you to take that person that you've entered into your system and put them on a system where they get to hear from you every week or every month or every holiday or whatever increment that you choose to communicate to them.
Right, and if it's set up correctly, you can communicate in a highly personal way. You can funnel them, as you say. Why don't you explain a sales funnel using an autoresponder?
Yeah, basically what you would do is you would set your your repetitive marketing emails up so that they would give you choices. So if somebody hears from you and you're maybe speaking at an event or something, you want to invite them, you have something where they can choose yes or no to join you. If they don't happen to be available and they say no, you can funnel them off into another path that doesn't end there. It's not a no forever. You just give them something else to consume later, like another podcast or a access to a DVD or an online kind of thing. And so you choose these people. You have a yes-no path everywhere you go, and you try to move them through the funnel in such a way that they eventually engage with you and look forward to hearing from you. So it's a way to really expand your awareness.
So this all falls in line with my book, Nikki. Oracular marketing is about modern marketing model. I mean, basically it uses the same tools and techniques that you use, but it's about being predictive in the way that you market. You have to place yourself where people are going to look for you when they have a problem, and then lead them to finding a solution to their problem, either through you or your client, if you're working with a customer or a business to help people find and solve their problems. They need to be on all of the different platforms on the internet where people might ask Siri to find a solution to their problem, or type into a Google search bar, I have this problem, how do I fix it? And you want to come up on the front of those results. So video is really where, in my opinion, where this all starts, and it seems to be what you're talking about as well with the multicasting. Right. So how important is video to this process?
I think video is the future. If you think about the billions of people, this isn't just millions, this is billions of people moving to smartphones and tablets to consume content. I mean, it's replacing cable TV and everything. So video really is an engagement tool. It's real personal. It's one way that you can really get your personality out there and have people engage with just the depth of what you're bringing to the table. And so the visual makes a huge difference, so much more than audio. I mean, 55% of the population learns from visuals. They don't learn from auditory so much. So this is key to our future.
And also, there are many millions of people driving back and forth for an hour, 2 hours, half an hour. And the whole podcast idea is something that's been around for a while, but it's really taking off. People are finding their information on iTunes and finding a channel they like and tuning in, and you can set those up using both audio and video. Are you using podcasting in your strategy?
Yes, absolutely. It's one of those things where I wouldn't advise using video podcasting when you're driving. So drive time is definitely the audio version of podcasting. But just to have that content, there's no reason not to have it in two different places, in two different ways to consume, because people have a choice.
Well, I would argue that pretty soon the cars are going to be driving themselves, if you ask Google.
There you
Um,
go.
so
This is great.
I think their idea is to make it so you can watch TV while you're driving. Anyway, let's move on here. The the subject matter for the event that you have upcoming here, the Sexual Awareness Conference,
Mhm.
and where is that going to be, by the way?
It's going to be at Marina Village Conference Center in San Diego, near Mission Beach.
And you've coordinated this event now for 13 years, and I guess you have a way for them to sign up on Facebook also. Tell them how to do that.
Yeah, if you go to Facebook, you look for the events, and you just type in 13th Annual ISTA Conference, and you'll find it. It's 1st of May, first week of May.
Okay, and that's ISTA. ISTA stands for what?
International School of Temple Arts.
And this is a bit of a taboo subject, in our society for whatever reason. Have you run into any problems with have you tried paid advertising? I've run into trouble with Google with
Yeah.
problems on things like this for different reasons. But can you kind of tell us your experience with Google or Facebook on running ads on this?
It's been interesting because I do testing all the time. And so, yes, if the word sex is in the title really big and bold, they're probably going to turn it down. So we turn it into sexuality. That's a little softer. Sexuality and consciousness softens it a bit more. Definitely the images make a huge difference. So any amount of skin is not a good thing. We get turned down for that. And I tell you, it's amazing. Even though the topic is very sexual in nature, the conversions, the visuals that convert are mostly just people, like couples or single women with a nice smile on their face. It has nothing to do with skin and whether they look sexy or not. It's more just, personable, and it draws you in. So that's what's converting right now.
What I want to do is get a screenshot up here so that we can show some of the websites that you have. Here's the regional ISTA School of Temple Arts.org. This shows a list of the different events. You have several events here. Why don't you explain the breakdown for this event? Starts on May 1st, I guess.
Right. This is a little bit of an example of a sales funnel. What we do is we start out with a pre-conference event. So there's a little workshop to get people interested in what the topic could be. Then there's an evening, like a meetup, if you would, where people can come in for $20 and get a taste. And so we'll have a panel of our pioneers of love. So you can come get a taste, decide whether it's for you or not, and then decide whether to sign up for the conference or not. So then the conference is a 3-day event. And then we have 2 week-long trainings thereafter, and then a teacher's training later in the year. So this is all building for people who want to build this into something more than just for personal gain, which is very common, but for people who want to take this on to a practitioner and or a teacher's level. We have all different stages.
Gotcha. So they come in here and it's a little bit slow because I have so many tabs open here. But the idea is they come to this schooloftemplearts.org and they can sign up just to come for the first day and see what's going on.
Right.
And then they can sign up for other add-ons after that is the idea.
Exactly.
Okay. So why don't you talk to me a little bit about the practitioners who are going to be here. Where are these people coming from? You've done this for 12 years. This is the 13th year.
Right. Yeah, we actually do this around the world too. So initially, we would draw from all different countries, all over the world, and we still do. We've got a speaker from New Zealand, we've got a speaker from UK, one from Canada. This particular conference is interesting though because we've held it in Sedona for the first 12 years. And so this is the first time we came to California, and I swear it's 98% from California. So it's really interesting to see that California is booming in this technology.
Okay. The way that you're advertising is through the events page on Facebook. Mm-hmm. Is that typically one of the key ingredients here to create an event on Facebook? Do you use any other software or tools for events when you set them up? What's your strategy for this?
Well, it's really been interesting because with the international flavor, we've been in 56 countries over the last just 5 or 6 years. We've grown into 56 different countries. And so the common link literally has been Facebook. You would think it would be internet and any other kind of, Google or Yahoo or anybody else, but no, Facebook seems to be the one. And so we rely on that, but we also get those few people that don't have a Facebook account. So we do have a website presence, and we do have an email marketing campaign for people that just don't do anything more than email. So we try to mix it up a little bit, but we found that, yeah, it's definitely moving to online, and definitely video-based is getting the most attention.
Yeah, I'm not sure how many people, but I mean, I think it's 1 billion on Facebook.
Yeah.
It's just an amazing thing. So, can you give me let's talk about the yogis. Who is traditionally a yogi, a master, and can you give an example of someone who has been helped has been helped through healing, which is part of this.
Right.
That's what a master is about helping people get better. Do you have examples of that?
Yeah. Basically, the masters in this field, they don't like to be called yogis because it's not about having a single guru that you follow. It's more people sort of mixing and matching the temple arts, which is basically Near East, Far East, even South American. You've got spirituality, you've got sexuality, you've got shamanism, and all of these temple arts, as we call them, kind of morph together. And each of the masters that go out and start to teach this have a different mix of the background. So it could be Taoism, it could be Hinduism, it could be anything, any combination of things, shamanism. And so these people kind of collect people that are in keeping with what they're teaching. They're kind of in this, we call them tribe or pod. We don't necessarily call them guru and follower. But the people that come are not necessarily just healing for healing, but the healing happens. Even if it's somebody who's coming for the pleasure of being, free in their body and mind, they find that it has a healing effect. But the people that are most significant are people that come either from some kind of trauma or drama in their background. Sometimes it's sexual abuse, other times it's, cultural abuse, sometimes it's organized religion that's been too restrictive, and so people are looking for a way to kind of get normal and find some sort of balance in their life. And I would say the most significant thing I'm looking forward to at this conference is that we've attracted a couple that have been going through cancer, and she's been battling cancer for, I think, the last 4 to 5 years. And through this tantra plus her energy work plus a dietary switch in lifestyle, she is cancer-free. And I don't know that she's hit that 5-year mark where she can say officially it's cancer-free, but she has not had symptoms of cancer for quite some time. So she comes to maintain. She's taking these trainings and going through the paces. So it's pretty spectacular what we see.
That's amazing. So the event, I know, has limited seating. You've got, I think, up 200 seats, and most of the people there will be practitioners. They're coming from around the world, and a lot from California, as you said. But folks can still sign up just to come and attend the event, right?
Yeah, this is a perfect event for somebody who's curious. It doesn't require anything very deep or very scary, and it gives you a taste of just enough where you think where you might want to go. We have over 40 speakers, so you can pick and choose who resonates with you. It doesn't have to be any one particular way of teaching, so you've got choice.
That's if you're interested, I know I am. You can go to oracularmarketing.com/sexuality, and you'll find a box there where you can give your name and email, and you'll be sent to your inbox right away information on how you can attend the event and the cost and that sort of thing. And Nikki will take care of you from there. And we're going to wrap this up, Nikki. I'd like to thank you very much for sharing some of your marketing expertise, and hopefully we'll help you get a little bit of raise awareness a little bit about your subject and help you in your endeavors. I know you're out there to help people. So we'll leave it there. Thank you, Nikki.
Thank you. It's really great to be here with you. I admire your work.
Thank you, Nikki. This is Steve Larvik, your online marketing guy. Want to acknowledge once again that we've been speaking with Nikki Faldemolaei. She's a marketing consultant to nonprofits and an event coordinator. And as I said, you can contact her by going to oracularmarketing.com/sexuality, and You'll get access to our other web pages there if you want to contact her, regardless of what your event is or what it is that you might need some help with. So we'll wrap it up there. We'll leave it there. This is Steve Larvik signing off. Thank you for joining the Online Marketing Guys show. You have been watching or listening to a podcast, a live cast, a presentation of AME LLC Marketing Group, a limited liability corporation out of Las Vegas, Nevada. All rights are reserved. These episodes may only be republished with permission of AME LLC. Thank you very much for joining the show. We hope you have gained something from it, and we wish you much success.